Hello, welcome back. So part 2 of Tendry's Tale is finished. This is a nice title screen that gives me a toy to play with while I'm talking about stuff. Right, so part 2 of Tendry's Tale is finished. I had... after having done that, I feel like I did it maybe a slightly unsatisfying way, where I... Let's see, what did I do? I didn't use the health boost guy, I didn't use the attack and defense boost guy, I didn't really optimize things too heavily for the very end of the game, because I wanted to see if there was anything past the Archivist. As crazy as this might sound, I've already completed another Part 2 playthrough, because I wanted to optimize better and get more score points. I got some pretty good ones. I think I have at least a couple of number 2s, so this, no number 1 places, because those are just a little bit too heavily optimized, but yeah. This is not quite as unattainable as I thought it might be. Let's see, so I think I happen to have right here, yeah, just so you can see it. Here are my stats when I stabbed the Archivist. Let's do it.
We'll be back.
Battle takes a while, but I get it done. Right, and that's my score. 80% optimal, yeah, so people have done better. I remember looking at this, right, so the biggest thing I didn't do that could have gotten me a higher score was to sell yellow keys. I had always sort of figured that was not going to be worth it, but I end up with 28 here, times 150 actually would give me quite a few more machine upgrades. Okay, so before I go back to part 1, let me talk about this a little bit. For this route, I bombed the Adder as early as possible to get a really big sword. Used the Lucky Blade on absolutely everything I could. I avoided all machine usages except for 3 times in, not Pirate Lair, the Goblin Tribe. Theoretically it's possible with 2, but it's extremely tight and I couldn't quite make it work. Pirate Lair was pretty tough without any machine usages, but I got it done and saved all the rest of my Greckles for the, Preservation of Tueno machine. Yeah, no other particularly notable routing changes other than I found an interesting exploit I could do. Let's see. Where would be a good place to demonstrate this? Is there a Goblin Biter autosave? That's going to be pretty far back. Ugh, I have way too many saves for this. So defeated Goblin King, Goblin Biter, here we go. So I wanted to show you a pretty cool thing I discovered with that I can use the inventory for. So these 2 goblins are supposed to act as a toll road for getting in here, but you don't actually have to take any of their hits at all. Watch this. So right, normally I would walk by something like this and take a couple of hits from them. So like 1 hit from that guy, 2 from that guy. But here, I can get by with no hits at all. As long as I have the ability to disarm, go to inventory, do that, turn, rearm, go back, do that, disarm, turn, rearm, and I get by the goblin with no hits at all. So I thought that was pretty cool. Inventory is quite a powerful tool. Anyway, so that's the stuff I did between last episode and now. So now I'm going to redo part 1 of this game. This might be a little bit of a challenge. Yeah. I'm going to skip most of the story stuff because I've already seen it all. So the trick with this is I've already done it kind of recently. I don't want to just retread the exact same ground since since that already happened. So I might be cutting out some stuff. That's a skip ahead to part 2. But maybe this will be different and interesting enough that it's worth keeping, just because I'm more familiar with the game now and know how to optimize better, and I have access to the full map, other than the rooms that I have not explored, which would lead to other stuff. And also, since I know it hasn't been that long, but I don't really remember part 1 very well at all.
There you go, Rochi.
I could drop my pocket roach in the pit. That's terrible. Let's not do that. That idea just came to my mind. What if I use the roach on a platform? Let's really not do that. Okay, anyway, so yeah, no choices here, except whether to pick up the potion or not. Oh boy, do I really want to... I'm not going to worry about not picking up potions until a lot later, I think.
Looked like he knew how to hold a sword. But did he throw at the carriage of a stalwart?
Alright, so is there any...
I think not.
Might as well do this. Yeah, right, so yeah, not a lot of choices here in Rule 1. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I'll be skipping most or all of the story stuff if I can. No, not there. Yeah, so, as I've said before, I don't actually know where Rule 8 is. All I have is my instinct that it probably involves... do I want to kill this Wraithwing now? Yes, probably. Well, when I need that key, I will. Right, part 1 doesn't have any shield gems, which changes things a little bit. Right, so all I have here is my instinct that... Yeah, that's useful stuff. Instinct that... Let's not worry about that yet. Until I need that health, this Wraithwing could stay here, and maybe I'll gather 17 more attack before I have to kill it. Right, so all I have for finding Rule 8 is my instinct that it involves the accessory trading stuff that... yes, go away, tooltip, please. That I couldn't quite finish before. Because I did not know where to find a pickaxe and stuff. Now, apparently it's important that I leave this platform in an accessible place. I don't know why yet. Presumably, I'll use a grappling hook here someday, and go over there. But yeah, people have told me that it's important to have this platform accessible, so do not cross that force arrow. Okay, yeah, so here's where I have to start thinking about stuff. I certainly want that power gem. I will probably want these someday. But I will wait until a power gem can save me 28 or more. Alright. Courage.
Imagine my...
I do not like part 1 of this game as much as part 2.
After a terrible defeat, nothing to eat but the bread of courage, and nothing on it but the jam of honor, and the butter substitute of
Yes. I should have... Butter substitute of resoluteness. Now, wait a minute. He was eating resoluteness, just like his roach. So that's what resoluteness tastes like, I guess. Okay, so I just locked myself out of getting that power gem until I come back through here. Can that be cheaper? I should have looked ahead before I walked across that force arrow. Right. This is how part 1 works, and it's mildly annoying. So there was 1 power gem on the previous level. There's 1 there. Those won't help me with those roaches, so yeah, that's fine.
the treachery of...
Tendry is also very talkative in part 1. Alright, so where am I going? Exit is there. There's a shield someplace here. Which apparently, from what I've heard, it's actually more optimal not to take it. Which is interesting. I guess I'll try that and see how it goes. Sure. Alright. Yeah, this whole part is structured weirdly. It's going to happen very soon that that power gem I left behind will come in handy, so I should just go ahead and go back and get it. But for some reason I'm deciding not to. Alright, so Roach, Evil Eye would hit me 3 times, so it's cheaper to just walk through. Roach plus 3, 28, okay. Oops, no. Unless I need your Greckles. So that might be worth a quick save.
Now I must find...
Because by not killing this evil eye, I'm committing to leaving it there for much later. And if I'm leaving it for much later, if I need Greckles sooner, then that could become a problem. I'm not going to listen closely because I've already heard everything you have to say. Alright, oh, actually, I can look at the map. I don't have to... Yeah, that's right. Routing this is kind of a pain. Okay, so one there. I wish I could see what color the rooms were when they're unexplored, like if they have treasure in them. Briars. Nothing behind the briars, so no briar hacker could get me into anything interesting there. That was one possibility that I considered a while ago. Alright, so 2 power gems. With a third one, roaches would become cheaper. So... Yeah, and roaches becoming cheaper if I'm fighting 3 of them would mean that 1 Wraithwing fight is not, you know. Anyway, I'm fairly certain I want to do this. There's a vague possibility that I wouldn't, but let's assume for now I would. I should maybe just get that, well, no, I can save that for later, until I need that yellow key. I'm not getting it. So when I replayed Part 2, I thought about recording it. It has kind of the same problem as Part 1, in that I'm retreading ground that I very recently went over. I know, this works now. But even more so because I just played Part 2. But there are still other challenges that might be worth trying there. Like, for example... Yeah, I'd like to keep that blue key for later. Since there's a wooden shield not too far ahead, yeah, I see why that's more optimal, because I will lose less than 30 points, which is 30 times 40 health, worth of health, before getting the other shield, which means the blue key will increase my score more than using it here. Yeah. Right, so there are other possible challenges in Part 2, like, for example, one that I was thinking might be interesting would be to take the hand bomb. Okay, I'm just looking at rooms and doing nothing about them. I did save before that Force Arrow crossing, so I'm just going to do it. Yeah, so taking the hand bomb to the end of the hold instead of using it on the Archivist would be a pretty interesting one if it's... not using it on the Archivist. On the Adder is where I used it in order to get an early, really big sword to use on the Archivist. Plus 8. Yeah. Right, Tendry is extremely talky here. Going there would get me to the shield room, and then over there, which gets me a power gem for an evil eye fight. Plus 5, not gonna happen before I want that, probably. Yeah, and that could help soonish. There's one there, which I get to through a Wraithwing. Okay, I think I see the route I want to take. Except I don't. Yeah, I do. Sure, that gets me back around. Okay, wait, it does? Well, kinda. This roach is still in the way, though. Alright, whatever. I want to do this. Since Part 1 is so undemanding, I'm not going to think extremely hard about all my decisions. But I'll put at least a little bit of thought into them.
Into tunnel.
I know. Yeah, Mud Baby would be better off not... Let's see. Score-wise, it's better to kill the Mud Baby than keep the key, because a yellow key is worth 400 health. I want to use a yellow key here to get some stuff. 10 Greckles for 50 health, not a bad ratio. I probably want to do it because I will need the health for that Mud Baby. Don't have an inventory, so I can't disarm to get across there. There are no weapon slots in Part 1 as far as I can remember. Alright, so that got me back here. Roach is still in my way. But he's cheaper. That's good. So waiting has given me a profit. Okay, so that's the way up. I need a blue key. Blue key is there and is accessed through green door, so I need a green key, which is... Where is there a green key? There, past Roach Queen. Okay. Roach Queen's gonna take that, plus 6. Okay, so I might as well just kill her now. So I want to kind of just sort of power through the early parts of this quick as I can.
Even the weakest.
To get where I'm going. So right, I was thinking of killing this mud baby. I've left some health around. So the question is, can I get away with that health-wise? Probably. Especially if, like, I would take that. 4 more attack would make a difference. Not gonna happen. Am I trapped here? No. No, I can go around. Okay. So I'll gather a little bit of health. See if I can get away with killing the mud baby. Yeah, I think I want to go this way now. Actually, no, I don't even need to fight that mud baby at all. I can just go around this way. Right, I forgot that. Briars, Mad Eyes can't be hurt. 85, okay. Pocket Roach, that's cool. Do I want to do that now? If I want this and that. And do I want to spend a yellow key on it? What does this do? Yellow key. I want the green one. I got the green one. So I want the... Yeah, let's actually just head to the next level. No particular reason to stick around here. My phone is making noise. Let me pay attention to it and see what it wants. Alright, sorry about the... I feel like I'm being a little bit disorganized about this. But whatever. Okay, so a mystery is this. It feels like this is here for a reason. It could be ornamental. But it feels like I'm going to be here somehow someday. I know about the mud. Whatever. Sure, I'll hack it away just so I can see the walls.
You don't have a shield yet?
A member of the stalwart army has no need of such things.
You'll need one if you expect to make it around here.
That may be so for your usual warrior, but not me.
You're special, eh? We'll see.
So there's some dialogue I didn't get to see the first time. Here, the first time. Alright, the shield here is, I believe, in this room. So I would want to get to that quickly. It costs 2 green keys. I also need to get there for the blue key. Sure, that's fine. Have to fight a mud baby for the shield. Okay. Yeah, so right, this part of the hold has a bad habit of forcing me across force arrows to... Okay, here we go. So I need... please be quiet. Alright, I'm just gonna silence that. Right, so I need... I should pick up a power gem. I left one here. Are there any others on this floor? No, not on this floor. There is one... Did I actually leave one on the previous floor? I don't remember. Let me check. Rule 1. There's a key. No, this is only health. Okay, so I want that power gem in there, assuming that's going to be a profit. So I have to go through a Wraithwing and spend a yellow key to get it. I get a bunch of health back, which is nice, if I fight that roach for it. Okay. I could get a key from a roach there. Cool. Key from a roach there. Okay, so if I run out of yellow keys, there are plenty of roach fights that can get them to me. Eventually, when this spider becomes a little cheaper, I will happily kill it for a blue key, but I'm going to save that as long as possible for maximum profit. Alright. Okay. So I want this power gem before I fight the spider. Wait, so how hard does a spider hit in a single hit? Just to be sure. I'm fighting this spider. So 42, yes. So that costs less than a Wraithwing fight. Less than a Wraithwing and a Roach fight in case I need to get another yellow key. Alright, that turns on the lights. I got this. I can get this, but I'd rather wait. Alright, spider now costs 126, not bad. I should leave some, yes I know, I should leave some healths around, because I will have to deal with percent damage here in the not too distant future. Okay, so my next concern is to get to this shield as quick as I can. It requires 2 green keys, 2 mud baby fights. So mud babies, 3 more to save 50, or 100 actually, since I'm fighting 2. I would get here through somewhere, somehow. Here. Okay, sure, so there's some power gems, that's nice. Yeah, right, so this is a little bit confusing and maze-like. Since I have the whole map available to me, Invisible Grey Man. Oh, wait, there's a bronze shield there? Can I skip the wooden shield entirely? Let's see, so I'd have to fight an antlion. So I wonder if it's better to go straight to the bronze shield, which looks like, if I'm seeing this right, it costs less to get, well, I will still need the blue key. Well, but I can get a blue key in the previous floor from the spider. Okay, yeah, going here as soon as possible does not seem unreasonable. So if I can get 3 more attack, I can save 100 damage. I'll come back through there, fight a Roach Queen. Okay, so Mud Baby, Antlion. Okay, so that's 150 damage. 240 damage. Multiplier is x2. I get here with this platform that way. Okay, so there's this stuff. Okay, so I want to go this way. Right? If I went that way, I would have a yellow. Okay, so sure. A Mud Baby fight could get me to here, which has some good stuff in it. Okay, so that's 4 attack right there. Which I probably want to do. Then gets me back around to here. I have to fight a spider, which is fun. How much of this do I really want to do before I get the shield, though? Okay. Let's see. Let's just try routing as straight as possible to the bronze shield and see how that goes. How much I can pick up... I cannot pick this up along the way, can I? Because that platform is 3 wide and doesn't get me there. That requires a yellow key and a Mud Baby fight, but it also gets me a green key. And I can only get there after I've gotten the shield. Okay. So I would pick up 2 incidentally along the way, after 1 Mud Baby fight. I could fight a Wraithwing for another 2, and fight another Wraithwing for another 2, which is probably a good idea. I need some yellow keys. I can get them there, so that's probably a good idea. There's also this. Do I want to pay attention to that? Wait, that's over there, which means I'd have to cross that force arrow. Yeah, I like part 2 a lot better. So if I've crossed that force arrow, what's my way back? Those secret walls go there. My way back is through those spiders and then south through here, right? Can't use that platform because it has to be from that side. Yeah, there is really an annoyingly large amount of stuff going on here. And it just gets worse. Like in Rule 6 in particular. Alright, so let's see if I would even survive if I just went straight over this way without anything else. Because the less fighting I can do without the bronze shield, the better, to some extent at least. I would gain 1 yellow key along the way. I would have to spend 1 first. I have enough Greckles for this. That gets me here. Okay, cool. So I pick that up for that. And then I can go there for that if I want to. Okay, cool. I would pick up another yellow key along the way, which would get me into someplace this place. Alright, well I need a yellow key in any case. Alright, there are plenty around, just guarded by single roaches, like say here. Hang on. I don't have a way back if I go in there because the platform's in the wrong place. So I actually want to go around this way. Cool. Alright, got a yellow key. So things I've heard about Rule 8. You can't backtrack to the previous rules after you've entered it. So you just take whatever you can scrounge up from rules 1 through 7 before going there, and hope it's good enough. Alright, so I think that's sensible because that gets me... I'm still a little short of that threshold. Okay, so how many mud babies do I have to fight? If I could get 3 more, I could save 42. I think I only have to fight 1 mud baby and an ant lion. No, only 1 mud baby. Okay, if I could get 1 more attack for less than 50, it would be worth it. If I fight this Wraithwing, I can get 1 more attack for less than 50. So that's worth it. Mud cutting is satisfying. Is there anything... Yeah, sure, let's get that stuff.
You cannot pass.
Hi, Greyman.
Why not?
Orders from the...
Not paying attention to you. Alright, spider, right. So if I could get 1 more attack for less than 42, I could save some stuff, but that's going to cost me 2 additional spider fights, so no, I can't with that route at least. If I cross that force arrow, I'm forced to continue... Force arrow forces me to continue through there. If I kill this Wraithwing, does it lead to... No. Unless I would kill a mud baby, which is what I'm trying to avoid, so that's 50, which is not less than 42, okay? So there's that. Now, while part 1, for the most part, is lenient, I do want to be careful not to... So here's a situation where 2 more could have saved me 100. Now, fighting those spiders, plus that evil eye is more than 100, right? Yeah, that's a lot more than 100. Okay, so nope. Oh, so there is a shield slot here. Are there any weapon slots? I guess if there were, they would not be empty because I start with a short sword. Why did I not pick this up first? I mean, I guess because it wouldn't make a difference to the fight, but I certainly don't want to leave it there. Yeah, so while Rule 1 is very lenient... Rule 1. Part 1. Rules 1 through 7 are very lenient compared to Part 2. Apparently Rule 8 is a little different. So I should not... Yeah, I do not want to spend 20 Greckles to... Well, actually, that wouldn't save me anything. Why would you go through there? I guess if you wanted to get this first. Which probably... I don't know if that would have been profitable. It's hard to say. Right, so I should expect a challenge with Rule 8. So I should definitely try to play at least somewhat efficiently here. Okay, so, let's say that I'm probably going to keep this. I mean, I almost certainly won't die because of that decision. So everybody's hitting a lot less. Roaches are free now. I should go back and gather up. There weren't any power gems back on previous levels. There was just like that one potion, right? I think that's right. There's keys. There's a key there. Okay, yeah, so get key. When is the appropriate time to be thinking about keeping my health low, I wonder? I don't want to do too much backtracking for potions, so let me not worry about that until, like, the end of Rule 4. Because I think it's Rule 6 where I have mandatory hot tile walking. That sounds right. Alright, so you're guarding a yellow key, but I need to go the other way. Okay, getting back into the flow of this now, finally. Cool. Oops, wrong way. How cheap are you, Mr. Spider? Not cheap enough. How cheap is Wraithwing? Wraithwing is 0. Cool. I guess I might as well kill things because Lucky Blade does not exist in Part 1, and Greckles are helpful sometimes. Evil Eyes are free. Neat. Did I leave stuff to kill down here? Probably. Actually, yes, that one Wraithwing with the yellow key. And right, so this is a... This is spend a yellow key on 400 health. Unlikely to... Actually, no, that's... that is likely to happen because that's an even trade. Yellow key is worth 400, green key is worth 800. So I guess blue key would be worth 1200. Not that you ever see blue key for health trades. At least I haven't. Alright, so I should probably stop at some point. Got a bronze shield. Kinda getting through this very quickly. Is there anything else I want to accomplish first? Let's at least pick another goal in Rule 3. Now that I have the bronze shield, where is... I think the first sword upgrade is a goblin biter, and that's not until Rule 4. Yeah, that's right. Okay, do I want to fight the Grey Man? Do I want a score point? I'm not optimizing for it, so I think I don't care. So I think I'm probably going to skip him via the Antlion. I need a blue key, which I'll get from the spider in Rule 2. Do I want to go to that southern route? I want these power gems, certainly. And is that the best thing to do right now? Okay, so where's all the treasure? Key power gem. Evil Eyes are free now. Power gem. That's a good place to be. Yeah, alright, sure. So a bunch of power gems to collect here. How much is it going to take for spiders not to cost anything? A bunch. So defense 12, HP 55. I would need 77 attack, which is never going to happen. Wait, 77? Am I adding this right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so 4 more attack and spiders will only cost 12, which is as cheap as they're going to get here. Alright, cool. So next time I'll continue with this, finish up Rule 3, hopefully Rule 4 and maybe 5. Since I did about 2.5 here, maybe I can do another 2.5 next time. Cool. And then the hunt for Rule 8 can start proper. I'll see you then.